Alrighty. A lot of things to talk about. Well, mainly three things to talk about. The first one being Mortal Kombat 2, the movie, just released a official trailer. Slaughter to Prevail's new album, Grizzly, got released. I've been listening to that a whole bunch. I'll be doing a review on that. And also, Space Marine 2's recent update on the Siege mode. Um, Even though it got released like a while ago, better late than never because I want to put my thoughts and opinions on that out there. So let's get right into it. So, Mortal Kombat 2. Just to go back a little bit, the Mortal Kombat movie that came out in 2021. I seen a bunch of reviews on it, and not a lot of people liked it. I mean, for me, who's only watched it once, I thought it was pretty fun. I mean, yeah, sure, but the characters are pretty one-dimensional. The main character, Cole, whatever his name was basically just there, and they could have gone with a more recognizable character, but for some odd reason they decided to make like a new character from scratch, and they just made him the main character, whatever. But I mean, overall, right? I thought it was fun, regardless. And when news circling around with the second movie, mainly with Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. I mean, Carl Urban as Johnny Cage was not like on my bingo card for playing that character. I mean, honestly, I don't really know who would play Johnny Cage. I mean, I'm not really particularly a big fan of Mortal Kombat. I only play like one of the games, and also this ain't really particularly relevant to Mortal Kombat, but I did play the two Injustice games, and that's really about it. I do like some aspects, but it's not really my particular thing. But Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. I mean, like not really particularly the first choice I would have thought of. I don't think anyone thought of that. I mean, it kind of came out of the blue, but I was all for it. I like Carl Urban; he's a great actor, and they released a teaser trailer, which was kind of more of a spoof of Johnny Cage's fictional action movies. It was fine, but the main event was the official trailer, which came out 2 days ago actually, and I mean it's so fucking cheesy. I absolutely love it. What I like is that they've kind of grown and grown more, and kind of go into like the more details of Mortal Kombat, like with the costumes that are more apparent to the games itself. Like Carl Urban, I mean, immediately I was all for it. Like throughout the trailer, there are some returning characters. The actress who plays Sonya, the guy who plays Jax. Jax, is it Jax? Yeah, it's Jax. Liu Kang, I think, the actor for that has returned. Cole has returned, but his time in the trailer was so fucking brief. It was like a screenshot, and I mean, it goes to show how much people love the character. Also, new characters or returning characters, whatever you want to call them. Jade, Katana, Noob Saibot, who else? Baraka, and Shao Kahn, the big, muscly demon, glowing eyes, demon-looking dude. Scorpion is returning as well, and also the actor who played Kano in the previous movie is returning. If you didn't watch that movie, well, if you did watch that movie, you know that character got a got a garden gnome through his eye, and it'll be interesting to see how they explain of like why he's still around. I mean, there'll be some random explanation of like it's from another universe or something of that metal. They resurrect him or some shit. But I actually like saw that like that in like the first movie, like the guy who played Kano was probably like the biggest highlight in that movie for a lot of people. And yeah, I mean, yeah, he was a lot of fun. I mean, not as much as I not as much as I was not as much what I think of right now, but I mean more Kano. I mean it's all good, and also a bit of criticism. The CGI look in some cases it looked pretty shit. When the part when I just noticed this now. I just noticed it now. The part when Scorpion slices open Noob Saibot's like soul or whatever. I don't know the Mortal Kombat stuff. Slices him open. Like the CGI looked obviously horrible. Hopefully that will be addressed in when the movie comes out. The movie comes out like it's not really far away. I think it's like on the October 24th or 26th, something like that. And I'm all for it. Dumb action fun, cool looking characters, crazy settings, lots and lots of buzzwords, and yeah, I mean overall, hopefully it's fun. So that out of the way, and let's get right into the main event. So I've been listening to Slaughter to Prevail's brand new album Grizzly. Ever since it got released. I think it got released on the 18th, and I've listened to it like 4 times now. And overall, I think it was a pretty decent album. I would say that in the middle of the album, it kind of dragged. But it started with the beginning. I think that the first 3 tracks, Banditos, Russian Grizzly in America, and I'm Dead, honestly, perfect way to start the album. Banditos literally gets you right into the action. Very fast paced and all the above. Like literally, the intro reminded me of "Sick" from Slipknot. And I mean, I'll probably like say this on the other 2 songs. I would say there's this section of it sounds like a Mexican song or something like that. I kind of found like that was a bit out of place. I mean, I don't know what the reason behind it is, but I mean, I could take it or leave it. I mean, it's not really a big deal, but it was a bit. It was kind of a bit jarring when it like immediately went into the final breakdown of the song. But overall, I mean, great start of the album. Russian Grizzly in America, pretty much hands down the best song off the album. I've been listening to it like a whole ton. Alex Turbo he's fucking crazy, dude. When the part where he's literally sounding like a grizzly bear, like literally in towards the end of the song, the breakdown, so fucking brutal. But then again, there's this part once again where it was like some sort of musical whatever. I don't want to really go into too much. It was another thing where I was kind of like scratching my head, like why did they put it in this song? But not a big deal. Overall, great fucking song. I'm Dead is one that I was kind of surprised because it featured Ronnie Radke from Falling in Reverse, and it took me a little bit to warm up to it. Mainly the chorus. It kind of took me a while for me to wrap around my head with the chorus, but honestly, I think it was pretty cool, especially the pre-chorus, before the chorus. goes hard, really, really fucking hard, and just like once again, and it's the last one I says. Once again, there's a particular part on the song where I don't know whether it's probably Ronnie Radke, where he lets out some sort of moan, like sort of brief second. That's probably the one part where I didn't like. Everything else is like really, really good. And going throughout the album, I mean, track 4 was pretty decent. Not really as on par as the first 3 songs, but it was fine. But then, like, as I said before, in the middle of the album, it kind of lost me a little bit. It was kind of like, not like, the same again. Nothing really stuck out to me. But the one song which I really wish I would have liked. And I said this before in another video when that song came out. It was the collaboration with Baby Mel, Song 3. And I was surprised that this song is on this album. Maybe they have like joint custody of it because kind of like divorced parents or something like that. But whatever. I mean, I was extremely disappointed in this song. I mean, like, I was advocating for Baby Mel and Store to Prevail to make a song together. I mean, just think of it, right? You got, like, I don't know, like, the more happy, joyful side mixed with the more extreme, brutal side. Imagine that clashing together. I mean, I wanted them to go fucking all out, completely nuts, tonal whiplash through and through, right? And then what I got really, I mean, it started off. It started off fine. I mean, I go, okay, let's get right into it. And then the chorus happened, and then it never let up from there. I mean, fuck. I mean, I really wanted it to be good. It was like it was literally the most anticipated song from Baby Mel's new album, which is coming out in August or something. But now I'm just like I don't know. It just sounds so fucking tame, and I know that they can do better than this, right? And like for example, right? Baby Mel has this song called Ine, and it's from the first album, and that song in particular is probably the most batshit crazy song they've ever done. Not just like the metal parts, but like it has like electronic dance stuff in there, a rap part in there, a brutal breakdown deathcore part in there. Like, if you know this song, if you listen to this song, you know what I mean, right? But if you haven't listened to this song, go check it out and see what I mean. I kind of wanted something similar to this song. Not obviously not directly like that, but just something, just go out crazy. And they didn't. Yeah. Yeah, that sucked. That really sucked. I mean, I'm not really counting on it, but hopefully maybe they could do another song together, something like that. Maybe. Come on, please. Yeah. It's such a disappointment, to be honest. But nonetheless, we move on. And and by the way, my expectation levels were extremely high for that track, and I know I probably shouldn't, because you raise your expectation levels so high, you be left disappointed, and I left disappointed. So, in my advice, always lower your expectations. It doesn't matter what things you're excited for or whatever. Just lower them, and you won't be disappointed. That's what I fucking learned. But yeah, anyway, moving on. But the album did sort of pick up. We were sort of back. Lift That Shit was pretty fun. But but later on, it still, it still wasn't really there, right? It wasn't really there. We were sort of back, but we weren't fully back. Track 9. I'm not going to say these song names because I have no idea how to pronounce them. But track 9, I thought that was like it was gonna be the ballad song, but it turned out that track 10 was somewhat their ballad, if they want to call it ballad. Like track 9, I mean, I didn't really like it at first when it was a single, but I grew to, enjoy it. I like the whole orchestra stuff in there. I'm a sucker for, orchestra stuff in metal. It makes it more grandiose and all that stuff. But track 9 is undoubtedly the worst song off the album. It's not, let me clarify this, it's not a terrible song in a sense. I mean, it works as a song, but in this album, I mean, I can take it or leave it. This is probably like the one song where I'll probably skip. But then after that, the last 3 tracks, Conflict, Kid of Darkness, and 1984, we were sort of back, and now we are super back. Conflict is a over 2-minute song, and it gets straight to the point. And I mean, I was playing Space Marine 2 while I was listening to this album, and there was this one part in the song. It could literally caught me off guard. I was laughing my head off because of how Alex has said it. But it was like it said something like let me try and do my impersonation. Okay, it's only a new and fat fucking conflict. Like I mean, if you've heard that part, I mean, Alex does a better job than me. But like when I heard that part, I was laughing my fucking ass off because it came out of nowhere. And like overall, that song, straight to the point, a lot of fun. Kid of Darkness. This song was like the first ever song where I actually sat down and give Sword to Prevail a proper listen. Groovy as fuck song, and I once again, the breakdown parts, or just Alex just doing his ridiculous vocal style with the whole demon grisly stuff. I mean, that's obviously the highlight for me. But overall, the song itself, pretty damn solid. And then the last track, 1984, which I kind of felt like this song in particular it felt like a bit of departure, like somewhat tonally, in my opinion. And then I looked back, and then like I mean, because I could have I remember like seeing like 1984 before like somewhere on Slaughter's YouTube channel, and it turns out that this song got released a couple of years ago, like 2 years ago, something like that, also with Conflict as well. So, oh well, I mean, it's been a while then. But I mean, overall, solid song to finish off the album. And where do we leave from here? I would say, literally, the beginning of the album and the end of the album are the strongest parts. The middle, I mean, some songs I have warmed up to, but it's definitely the weakest part of the album. And yeah, I mean, overall, if I have to give it a rating, it's probably like a 7 out of 10. Yeah, that's really my opinions on it. If you want to, feel free to comment down below what you guys think. And I mean, overall, it's mostly a thumbs up for me. And next up, the last thing I want to talk about, which I should have talked about it a while ago, but like I said before, better late than sorry, or whatever the fuck did I say? I can't even remember what I fucking said now. But yeah, anyway. So Space Marine 2 released a big update, which was pretty much the most hyped thing they would release for this game, and that is their version of a horde mode, which is kind of like like a Gears of War horde mode, that sort of thing. You got waves of enemies like coming at you, like total chaos and all that stuff. And what I think of it is that I mean overall it's more Space Marine 2. I really like Space Marine 2, overall, mainly for the multiplayer stuff. The campaign not so much, but the gameplay and what have you, it's holy fuck, it's so much fucking fun. Listen, wait. Before I told you I was listening to Slaughter to Prevail's new album, while I was playing Space Marine 2. I mean, shooting and slashing all the enemies of Space Marine from Space Marine 2 while Bandito or Conflict is playing, like literally it sounds more badass than just me playing the game and just vaguely hearing the soundtrack that's already on there. And also, well, that's what I kind of like to do these days, because my attention span is all over the place. So I listen to new stuff, and while I'm playing games, so that I just prefer that sort of thing anyway. But going back to Space Marine 2's Siege mode, it's not traditionally like a horde mode. Reason that there are like a couple of sectors here and there, like a couple of maps, so you're not really always in the same spots, like in every single wave. In like the first 5 waves, you move on to like the bunker of this giant building, and then the next sector you're in like a semi-open, closed environment, and then you immediately go back to like the first sector, which is more open and all that stuff. And I like that. I like the whole objective based things that they also do in this, where you either have to like collect data or hold the line at one particular spot, or just like you have to defeat a like a boss enemy, like a Carnifex or a Hellbrute, or what else? A Neurophrob or something like that. Neurophobe, whatever it's called. Xenophobe. I don't know how you pronounce these fucking names. I like that sort of thing where it's not just you fight a bunch of enemies here and there, and that's really based about it. They actually give you something to do in the meantime while you're doing that, and I really, really like that. There's also micromanaging your supplies, all that stuff, your health, your armor, ammo, this and that. Reinforcements, you can summon another Astartes, another Space Marine with you, and also you can summon the Dreadnought, which is a mangled Space Marine inside a massive metal robot, just fucking shredding away the Tyranids, the Thousand Suns, all that stuff, right? And overall, it's great. More Space Marine 2 is always great, but I would say, and this isn't just like because of this update. I noticed that this game has some frame rate issues. Like before, like the first couple of months I played this game, it runs smoothly. Like the amount of enemies that are on one screen, I was surprised that it didn't even fucking crash my Xbox, to be honest. But then later on, as with more updates came about, for some reason I mean, it didn't totally ruin the frame rate or the quality, but it did sort of tank a little bit stuttery. You know, frame rates are all over the place. The next update what they're gonna put out, update 9. They said it's gonna be completely bug fixes, all that. So hopefully they'll sort out whatever things that need to be worked out. And also, just now I finished a match, and towards we almost finished wave 10, right? But then one of the flying enemies got stuck behind somewhere, and neither of us could fucking get to it. So I was hoping that it would like spawn out or something like that, but it didn't, and I had to quit the game, which fucking sucks. I'm hoping that's something that they will address also. But yeah, despite that, it's a whole lot of fun. I'm hoping that they'll start rolling out like more and more updates with this mode, because right now it's just on one planet. Hopefully they'll do the same on the other planets as well, other different sectors and this and that. And the future of Space Marine 2's updates seems very, very bright. There's a lot of cool stuff that's going to happen. And yeah, overall, a lot of fun. And that's really about it to talk about. There were some other things which I think it's becoming a little bit irrelevant now. But I'll probably make a video about those other specific topics at some point. But yeah, not right now. I just want to focus on like more recent stuff what happened. But yeah, overall that's really about it. If you have checked out these things, what I've talked about, feel free to tell me in the comments if you want to. I don't know. I don't do whatever you fucking want. And catch you guys on the next video whenever I decide to make a video. Yeah, take care, guys.